hope he is really gonna make the impact that everyone really expects him to be doing at the club of Arsenal, and he's ready to start the game of Sheffield and ready to obviously annihilate them in here onto the Rokani Media Football. Welcome to the Arsenal News Show. Hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. This is the channel that brings you your latest news and information as far as your football news is concerned. Apart from Man United, if you want to see us doing the Man United content, you can as well find us on the United Matters channel, and hope you guys are really having fun. Wherever you are, it's always nice to be here with you and really see exactly what your thoughts are when it comes to obviously getting the best out of this. So, smash the like button to 300 likes, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel because you want to hit that magic number that is 20,000 subscribers before the end of this week. Let's obviously try. We thank God for the gift of life, and the Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. He has been out and he hasn't kicked a ball for Arsenal ever since this year started. That is Gabriel Jesus, and it's all because of the knee injury. And this news surpassed when they are gonna play the side of Liverpool on the opening day. I think it was the opening day of. Was it the opening day? You know, I think the FA Cup here, I think on the 3rd of January, that's where this news came in through, that he's really having any injury. And ever since then, we haven't gone ahead to see Gabriel Jesus coming in through to kick a ball for the club of Arsenal. Good enough, they really had a break of 2 weeks to Dubai, and then ever since the return, they've been winning all their games in the Premier League. 6 games, they've gone ahead to really get maximum points, 18 points, and they've happened to score 25 goals. And on Monday, we are waiting to see whether Arsenal is going to really look up to obviously take that stretch to 30, because if you hear them play Sheffield and Gabriel Jesus getting back, you just can't fail to think about one thing, that is the annihilation. Are they gonna get annihilated? That is the most important bit of it all. Smash it like never before, and let's start it off with Gabriel Jesus ready for the Sheffield start. And who has gonna hit to confirm to us? It has been Mikel Arteta, and this is what he responded to a question that read, is Jesus ready to start? This is what the manager really had to say. Well, he's fit enough, but knowing how long he will last is something different probably, but we didn't want to take any risks after the result that we had against Newcastle. Obviously, we need him fit. He's a massive player for us, and we want to make sure that now we load the players in the right way. So, he made the bench when Arsenal was playing Newcastle. I remember I did that story that was going to obviously join the club of Arsenal ahead of their tie versus Newcastle. That was Gabriel Jesus. But Arteta is confirming to us that the guy is physically fit, and he's fully fit to obviously take it to the levels of starting for the club of Arsenal when they're really playing the side of Sheffield. But he doesn't want really to load him with a lot of work. Looks like this time around he wants to really get him slowly back in the team. Looks like he's not desperate, right, to say to it that he's really ready. And I really understood the reason as to why he went ahead not to really play him in the game of Newcastle, because it was already 4-1, and introducing him in was like telling the Newcastle players what gonna ahead obviously lose out on every hope of winning the game, that you can obviously harm that guy and take him back. It's possible, you know. And if at all he brought Gabriel Jesus on and Gabriel Jesus went ahead to obviously get an injury or a setback, everyone would be like, what is Mikel Arteta doing? You know, you've gone ahead to win the game of football by those number of goals, and you're bringing in Gabriel Jesus for what? Getting Eddie Nketiah, who has been getting limited time, Emily Smith-Rowe and very many others, to do the job for you. And I think Arteta was right. And for the game of Sheffield, I think it's a given that this guy is going to start. It's rare for Mikel Arteta to obviously start him off the bench, but you cannot rule out the option of Arteta coming in through to really get Gabriel Jesus and really take him off the bench to see to it that he keeps this winning side of Arsenal, because this winning side of Arsenal is going to have to win 6 games consecutively without Gabriel Jesus, and I think he is planning to obviously get this guy on and in to see to it that he takes himself to that level. That is Mikel Arteta talking all that about Gabriel Jesus. Remember, Gabriel Jesus has gone ahead to obviously get setbacks every time he hits the ground running. For example, You remember the game of Nottingham Forest? He really scored and assisted 1 goal, and that's when he really last played for Arsenal. Then, when he was playing for the side of Arsenal in the Champions League and scored 1 and created 1 when they are playing against Sevilla, he also really got a setback. So that is really bad for him. But in the Premier League, he's going to hate to play 17 games. He has going to hate to score 4 goals and 3 assists. That is Gabriel Jesus for you. Then in the Champions League, he has played 5 games, 4 goals and 2 assists. So in total, he has 8 goals this season and he has 5 assists, 13 goal involvements. And I know he can really score more 12 goals. All he needs to do is to keep himself fit. I told you, I see him scoring 20 goals this season. That is it. I know he'll get his hat-trick there and he'll silence the haters and he'll keep going. If he plays against FC Porto, trust me, and Arsenal goes through, he'll be very pivotal in what Arsenal is going to be doing in the next round of the UEFA Champions League. The more games they get, the more chances Gabriel Jesus gets to score 20 goals. They've shown us that in the Champions League for Arsenal is their top scorer, followed by Bukayo Saka. And Leandro Trossard, I think. So we wait and see how he's going to really treat himself in that, into that ilk. Now, let's go to what Arteta was asked. This question was really challenging, and I think he had to give us the best response. Arteta was asked on whether Gabriel Jesus' operation didn't go to plan. Because this question was asked, reason being, he has been injured ever since then, As they started the preseason, he was injured. He returned. Same injury. That is the knee injury. After the season started, he missed out like on the first 2 games. Then he returned. He played and played and played and played. After playing against Sevilla, he got a setback. He played and played and played and played and played and played and played. And now he has gone ahead to get another setback after Nottingham. It's all about the knee injury, right? So, Arteta responded and said, no, that didn't happen. It was the result of what happened when he got a knock in another area, and that caused a different kind of injury. It wasn't related to the first one, and then he has a little niggle. It was a muscle issue, and I kept him out for 10 days. So, Arteta is saying that it's not any injury, that he's feeling a discomfort in his knee. You get? And I now understand what the managers have gone ahead to decide to do. I've seen Erik ten Hag, a manager that really manages the team I support, that is Man United, coming out and really informing us that he's not ready to do certain things, like reveal the specific injuries that these players are really facing, And lies have gone ahead to be sold out on very many platforms concerning which injuries these players are really suffering from, because they don't want these people to come in through and really tackle them. Like for Bukayo Saka, they keep lying that he's really having a discomfort in his ankle, and people will go for his ankle, yet Bukayo Saka might be really having a calf injury. So I think this is what the manager is really doing, like to play what we call a trickery onto the brains of these players, because players will come out and target you. Like if you say your knee is really injured, they will come and target you to get you out. One of the best central defenders in the Premier League has come out and really vocalized it. That is Lisandro Martinez, that Gabriel Jesus is the toughest centre forward he has ever gone head to face in the Premier League. It's not only him, but even Virgil van Dijk. Literally, to me, those are the best centre backs plus Saliba. But Saliba has not gone ahead to face Gabriel Jesus. But those two, Virgil van Dijk and Lisandro Martinez, have come out and confirmed to us that this guy is deadly. And if at all you look at him, he's a kind of striker every centre forward wouldn't like to really get. You cannot bully him because of your physicality. He's physical, he has a skill set, he's brave, he can do anything, he can send you onto the ground and really find a way to get out. He's really talented, and that's why his return should be really excited about. So Arteta is like, the operation went on well, and his knee is really okay. He's really having a muscular injury. I remember when they are playing against Sevilla, he said he really had a little pain in his muscle, and he told the manager, can you please take me off? He requested to obviously be taken off, but it's being pronounced everywhere that it's any injury, meaning that the injury that this guy is really having is totally different from the knee injury, and really went ahead to really get a very good operation. I read in the comment section of this channel, I had one of the Arsenal fans coming out and really informing me that Rokani, the problem was Gabriel Jesus was played in the game of Brazil. Was played in the game of Brazil before he really healed totally. That is it. So that was when he really got out of Sevilla, and he was included into the Brazilian national team. And I have to check out by the Brazilian national team and see which Arsenal players are going to have to be included. But I think for Gabriel Magalhaes is a given, and I think even Martinelli might be a given in there for you. Then lastly, as we close down this episode, Arteta was asked on whether Gabriel Jesus will have to go under the knife again. He said no. I think that issue is resolved. As much as I know, it's probably a question more specifically for the doctors, but as far as I'm concerned, that has been resolved. So it's good news to Arsenal fans that Jesus won't be able to go or to undergo a knife again. Why? I was worried a little bit about his injury. If it's any injury, and Arteta is like hiding it from us, not trying to obviously show the incompetency of the physio team of Arsenal, then that's a pity. But if at all it's right, then it's good news for Arsenal fans that maybe this injury can be managed and it can be healed. It doesn't really require him to undergo what we call a surgery. And that will result in the best of the best for Gabriel Jesus and the side of Arsenal. So I was also one of those who came out and said that maybe Gabriel Jesus is going to be managed until the end of the season, and then after the end of the season, then he'll undergo a surgery. That happened to Kevin De Bruyne last year, by the way. You saw how Man City went ahead to manage him, like keep him out for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you get him back, then a month you get him back, because they knew to eat that he was very pivotal. And you saw to eat that in the last 10 games of the season of Man City, he was struggling, but he came out and obviously helped them in some of the games to win them with the help of Ilkay Gundogan, because Ilkay Gundogan was really on fire and went ahead to put in a shift that really looked good and okay. So it is really very important to note that nothing is really gonna stop Gabriel Jesus from really playing the ball against Sheffield this time around. I think he has a chance to really get going and really take things over to where he really stopped from. Remember when he stopped from scoring against Nottingham Forest and putting in an assist? Can he come back and really get in with the bang? That is the most important bit of it all. So Arteta's going to have to give us a huge update of Gabriel Jesus as far as starting against Brentford is concerned, going for surgery again, and that's what we had for you. So your reactions to everything that Arteta's going to have to say about Gabriel Jesus and to my opinions, I'm going to have to give a welcome in the comment section below. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. Rokani David is my name, and you can as well call me RD. Good evening for now. Liverpool 0-0 first half. I think Arsenal fans will be like praying for Liverpool to drop points, not so, and Man City to drop points, because if the Liverpool drops points here, it will mean that tomorrow when Man City is taking on Manchester United, it will be hard for them to come in through and obviously launch a very huge ask onto that game. And Arsenal will be playing on Monday, knowing that if they really win, they might even go on top of the table. That is it. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokani David is my name again. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. The Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Bye bye for now. Ciao, ciao.